Fox News alert, we have got new tape coming in now from the explosive comments just surfacing from the man behind the mosque near Ground Zero. Imam Feisal Abdul Rauf gave a speech back in 2005 where he compared the United States and Al-Qaeda. Now, Eric Shawn just went over the entire hour and 17 minutes worth of remarks, and he has got it broken down for us. Eric, what do we know?
Well, Megan, those specific remarks that you just referred to are causing quite a stir today. It was in 2005 that Imam Feisal Abdul Rauf appeared at the Bob Hawke Prime Ministerial Center, that's in Australia. It was a question and answer session on relations between America and the Muslim world. He called himself during the session a spokesman for Islam, saying his goal is to create coalitions across what he called the religious divide. But during the session, he also said America has done more harm than Al-Qaeda.
We tend to forget in the West that the United States has more Muslim blood on its hands than Al-Qaeda has on its hands of innocent non-Muslims. You may remember that the U.S.-led sanction against Iraq led to the death of over 500,000 Iraqi children. This has been documented by the United Nations.
But diplomats and others, including former President Bill Clinton, have said regarding those sanctions that it is not true, that it was Saddam Hussein's regime that corrupted the UN sanctions and denied proper humanitarian aid to his own people. In fact, in November of 2000, President Clinton said in an interview that if any child is without food or medicine in Iraq, it's Saddam's fault, and that the dictator was, quote, lying to the world and claiming the mean old United States is killing his children. But during the session, the Imam did condemn terrorism at that appearance. He blamed terrorism on what he called frustrations and emotions.
How do you tell people whose homes have been destroyed, whose lives have been destroyed, that this does not justify your actions of terrorism? It's hard. Yes, it is true that it does not justify the acts of bombing innocent civilians. That does not solve the problem. But after 50 years of, in many cases, oppression, of U.S. support of authoritarian regimes that have violated human rights in the most heinous of ways, how else do people get attention? So I'm just providing you the arguments that are happening intra-Islamically by those who feel the emotional pain.
Well, the Bob Hawke Center says that the Imam was presented in the interest of an open debate and discussion. Rauf's office has not responded, by the way, to a request for a reaction about his statements at that session. The Imam, by the way, is still on that taxpayer-paid State Department trip to the Middle East, where he is serving as a representative of the United States, and he's not due back, Megan, until sometime later next week.
Wow. Eric Shawn, thank you. Joining me now for more on this, Mark Sawyer, a political science